Hi, I'm Saraceno, and today we are here to demonstrate the latest offering from Dirty Boy Pedals. This little gem is called the Buzzy Boy, and what's unique about this pedal is all about the fizz and not about the fuzz. So today I'll be using a $99 stock Squire Strat with a sticker over the headstock. So my source tone for today will be, and when I step on this, okay, and speaking to my dad, he was big on kind of going more in a fizzy direction because he wanted to make sure we got all the note articulation that you could get with this much sustain and gain on it. So what's cool about that is no matter how much I play or little I play, it kind of works out great. So. So that's what's pretty cool about that particular thing. Now, obviously, his pedals are known for really being incredibly efficient in the tone shaping department. And that's probably why one of the biggest pros of those pedals is that I can take a sound like this and turn it into this. All right, what I'm going to do now is take you through the pedal and kind of show you some of what the knobs do so you can get a better understanding of what the Buzzy Boy does. So we'll start with the first is just an on-off switch. It's true bypass. So you can kind of get that. He has his patented frequency switch, which is great, and this is really comes in handy when you're trying to marry certain sounds together. For example, I'm using, it's a 3-position switch, kind of like a low, medium, and a high. I have it in the medium position right now, and this is very good for when you want to marry kind of a thinner sounding guitar to a thicker amp or what have you. The frequency switch right here has a great effect on your sound. I'll show you. So I'll start in its deepest position. You can see how much it fattens up a single coil. I can also take this position and put it in its highest position and kind of thin it right out. Now the timbre knob, which is basically kind of a fancy name for the tone, gives you even more control over that, so I'll show you. Thin it right out, or thicken it right up. So in using that with the 3-position frequency switch, I can kind of get it extremely fat. Or I can go extremely thin. Keeping in mind, that's my source tone. So we also have what's next, which is the balance knob. And the balance knob is really kind of, as you change your settings with the frequency switch and the timbre, it kind of basically balances it out. So here, I'll demonstrate that. And the last knob you have is the sustain knob, which obviously controls the amount of gain. So I've been using it kind of sparingly, but what's nice is you can really kind of overload it and go for some pretty cool, really fizzy, shall we say, effects. Your sounds are pretty endless with this, and I'll even demonstrate it using a different guitar to kind of give you a little bit more variance on that right there. So let's switch to a humbucker setup. Okay, now that I'm using humbuckers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of demonstrate the Buzzy Boy, kind of more of the brighter side of what it can do. So I'm going to set the frequency switch to high, I'm going to set the timbre to its brightest, and I'm going to set the balance to kind of bring it in its brightest position. So you'll kind of hear, this is my stock sound, this is with it in. So that's kind of more of a brighter side of what it can do, and that's real nice because that will definitely cut through a mix, especially with the neck pickup. Kind of makes a... Okay, I should also mention that the Buzzy Boy is an all germanium-based design, so it's all germanium transistors, which is great because it allows that real kind of smooth, soft clipping, natural compression thing that the Dirty Boy pedal line is famous for. It also helps me with the nice tight low end, which is good, so I get that real... Okay, and by using the frequency switch, I'm going to even get a little bit more bottom end, so you can hear it kind of gives that nice thick. So as you can see, I got tons of gain, tons of punch, it's loud as hell, but yet it keeps all my notes incredibly tight. And it's a nice alternative. It's definitely in that, you know, a nice alternative to just a stock fuzz pedal, which is good. So these are some things that are real important. It also works on a 9-volt wall warp, so you can just, you know, run it in your rack or what have you. It is true bypass, and sounds great. So check it out.